Okay. 1 sec, guys. Let's see if I can eliminate some windows here. Looks like we've got a few that are done for the night, or at least for now. And I want to be able to get those out of the way so we don't take up RAM. Excuse me. Let everybody know that I am still here. Still... Oh, no, I have Tark. A bunch of Tark. Hey, look, I rated myself. Awful is still phasing out. Alright, class is done. Reaper's done.
Oh, now you poked the bear! Yeah.
Who poked the bear? Super, did you poke the bear? You better not have poked the bear. Bad things happen when you poke the bear. You realize this, right? Ooh, I'm gonna get that back. I know I am. But that's okay.
Yowls and paws at the screen MRRO. Thanks for becoming a lair bear. Grounder territory. Yim Max Max. The snackiest cat on Twitch. More treats, please.
Yeah, you do.
Hydrate, you bastard! Hydrate!
Thank you, Grounder Territory, for following. And I knew I was going to get that back, Birdie Bear. I said it as soon as I sent it to you. I said, that's coming right back at me. I knew it was. I knew it was. What's going on here, Pootie Tang? Why are you spinning? There we go. Alright, and Bobster's still up. Hey, Loprington! This also keeps me active in people's streams so that they know so that they still get viewership. So I don't mind doing it. That's alright. You do what you gotta do, Flo. Thank you, Cincy Pain. Alright, there's your hydrate, Birdie Bear. Now, before it becomes difficult for me to read because of all the snot in my nose, not to mention the fact that you all didn't remind me to do this. Here I was just up here like, you know, big old face everywhere. Yeah, you said you were gonna go make some more emotes, so there we go. I forgot to set me up a reading pane. Alright, when last we left our intrepid dentist, he was at Moe's house, and Moe had just set him next to Vito at the dinner table and said that Sahara was cooking. That was his lady. A few moments later, Sahara entered. She had long blonde hair that seemed to shimmer, and she wore a black laced evening gown with fishnet stockings. A beauty. She placed the tray holding a golden brown turkey on the table. Hey, Sahara, Mo said. I want you to meet the world's greatest dentist, Doc Stan. She looked at me a moment, then spread her soft, pouty lips and spoke in a sweet, melodious voice. You're as cute as a button, you know that? I could see Mo's smile vanish and every muscle in his face tighten. My body started to tremble as if it were a volcano in the beginning stages of spitting up lava. I spoke fast. No, not cute. Average, very average. Maybe below. She moved close, her chest almost touching mine. You are so funny. Mo's face turned an ugly red color and he reached for something in his pocket. I shouted, we should eat. Mo, I'm starving. Mo didn't move for a moment. Then, as if making up his mind about something, like not depriving the world of a fine dental practitioner, he took his hand out of his pocket and turned to Sahara. Why don't you go back to the kitchen, baby, and get the rest of the food? She nodded and left. I blew out air and leaned against the back of my chair, happy to still have all my limbs attached. A few moments later, plates with orange yams, yellow and red salads, angel hair pasta, and numerous other delicacies filled the table. It looked like something you'd find in a Norman Rockwell painting, except, of course, for Vito, who now had a large assortment of knives on the table in front of him and was scratching his scar with one of them. Okay, guys, Mo said, let's say grace. I was surprised. I didn't realize Mo had a spiritual side. He bowed his head and began to speak in a soft, low tone. Listen, Lord, thanks for helping all our whackings go well this year and making sure none of us got to be stiffs before our time. Mo unbowed his head and said, dig in.
Purrs loudly, meow meow.
Thank you for the follow, City Rages. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome in.
And napping in sunbeams. M-Row.
And thank you for helping Itty Bitty Bear get a generic axolotl, which is not pronounced axolotl, I learned on a Instagram message the other day. Anyway, odd as it may sound, the next hour was wonderful. The turkey melted in my mouth like hot butter. The pasta had a rich, delicate flavor that made my taste buds tingle with delight. And the scalloped potatoes were, well, scrumptious. And Vito turned out to be quite the conversationalist. I learned a lot about how to properly knife someone. As he put it so eloquently, you gotta approach from the side, Doc, right in the blind spot. That way you can get in and out quick and you don't end up with blood all over your pants. I promised him I'd try and remember that next time I had to stab someone. But as I thought about what he told me, I realized I kind of worked the same way with a drill, and I never got blood on my pants. Hey, Chucky, welcome in, buddy. Sahara came in again, this time with a bowl of cranberry sauce. Sorry it's so late, guys. Franco told me I had to let it marinate, and I forgot all about it. She smiled her wonderful smile and handed me the bowl. Here you go, cutie pie. She blew me a kiss. The redness returned to Mo's face, and he put his hand back into his pocket. Sahara stared at me with eyes that said, I want to have your baby. And Mo stared at me with eyes that said, I wonder if we have space in the back for another body. My heart began to beat fast, and I quickly passed, almost threw the cranberry bowl to Franco. Then I excused myself, ran upstairs to the facilities. I slammed the door shut and breathed heavily for a few moments, thinking why the hell I had said yes to coming to this evening. Just then, my cell rang. Mindy, what's up? You post-dated my check, Stan. Now how am I going to get that money with you being dead and everything? I'm not dead. Did you have dessert? No, not yet. That's when you'll be dead. They usually kill you after dessert. Was there something else, Mindy? Suddenly, I heard a knock at the door. Doc, you're going to be long. We need you downstairs. It was Mo. My hands started to shake. I figured he was still angry about Sahara. I hung up on Mindy, then shouted at the door. Be out in a minute. I searched for a window. There wasn't any. I was trapped, just like a patient's number 18 molar when you apply composite resin. I hollered through the door. Is this about Sahara? Mo hollered back, Sahara? No, there's just a bit of a problem downstairs with one of the guys. I blew out air, relieved, and began washing my hands. As usual, I was overanalyzing everything. There was probably some little thing. Sometimes they could be such big babies. Maybe one of them broke a tooth while they were eating. That's okay, I'm happy to help my guys out. Hey, I was already talking like one of them. Next thing you know, we'd be out together teaching some shopkeeper what happens when he's late with his insurance money. I chuckled at the thought, figuring that only happens in movies. I dried myself off and opened the door. Vito had a little accident, Doc. I figured. Well, whatever it is, I'll help as much as I can. I keep an extra set of dental instruments in the car for emergencies. Mo gave me a puzzled look, but didn't say a word. He headed downstairs looking tense. I guess his employees' welfare meant a lot to him. When we got back to the dining room, I saw that it was a bigger problem than I imagined. In fact, I screamed. And not one of those manly, low-pitched screams, that this could be mistaken for the grunt of an alpha male. No, this was more like the scream of a woman who was having a 600-pound baby. Vito sat in his chair looking green, and I had a hunch it might not be a dental issue, because if it were, he might still be breathing. What happened? I asked. Mo put his arm on my shoulder and said, Vito has passed on. That's terrible. How? Harry here figures he was poisoned. He knows all about that stuff. Poison? Yeah, Franco passed Vito the cranberry sauce. Yeah, that's Max. Franco passed Vito the cranberry sauce. Vito ate a bit, then started to shake. Thanks for the alert, Joel. A few minutes later, he crapped out. No one wanted the cranberry sauce after that. Who did it? That's when they all looked at me, I guess for answers. I suppose they figured that their brilliant dentist could figure out who was behind this horrible thing. That's cute, Cincy. Mo's arm squished my shoulder a little tighter. The guys think you poisoned it. I waved my hands frantically in the air like I was having some kind of fit. No, I had nothing to do with this. Nothing. The thing is, Doc, you're the only newcomer to the group, and you were sitting next to Vito. Why would I do that? I love you guys. Didn't I toss in some extra apple pie flavored floss when you came for the cleaning? And it was delightful. I can still taste the a la mode. But Randall figures you're working for the Clancy brothers. Said he saw one of them come into your office last week. I waved my hands around again, this time like a drunk who was having a fit. Not anymore. That's done. I'll call him tomorrow. I looked at my watch. You know, I should get going. My receptionist is really worried about me. Sorry, Doc. He brought out a gun and pushed it hard against my chest. Listen, Mo, you know, I took a course in deductive reasoning at college. Excuse me. Maybe I can help you figure out who really did it. He grunted. It's already been figured out. Come on, Mo, we're compadres. I've seen parts of your uvula no one else has ever seen. He thought for a moment. Okay, you've got 5 minutes. Five's not really very... He pushed the gun harder against my chest. 5. That's what you got. Yeah, sure, sounds good. I was stuck. I looked at Vito's body, trying to see if there were any clues. No, he looked about the same as before. Dead. I patted his pockets, found 3 more knives, some, I'm guessing, strangling wire, and a manual on proper oral hygiene. Thanks for the lurk, Ace. Manual on proper oral hygiene I had given him yesterday. He had really let his gums go. 2 minutes gone. I could feel the sweat pour down my face. I was going to be shot in 3 minutes. What did I know about murders? The worst thing that happened in my office was sometimes people woke up from the gas a little dazed, thinking they were Julie Andrews. 3 minutes, 40 seconds gone. I had to calm down. I wouldn't be able to think. I know. I'd concentrate on things I liked in my life, except there wasn't much. I loved filling cavities and using dental dam. You know about those rubber sheets we dentists put in your mouth to protect the tooth we're working on? I like the feel of it, the texture, and the fact that it gave you the opportunity to say the word damn as much as you wanted to in the office without anyone taking offense. 4 minutes, 60 seconds gone. Why was I talking about this rubbish? I looked again at the body. There was nothing unusual, except slightly pinkish central incisors from the cranberry sauce. That's the thing I hated about that stuff. It always stained the front teeth. Then it hit me. I was looking in the wrong place. I shouldn't be looking at Vito. I should be looking at... Mo tapped his watch. Time's up. Where do you want to be shot? The bathroom or the balcony? Personally, I prefer the balcony. More of a view. Mo, I know who killed Vito. Yeah, we all do. Balcony? It's Franco. Franco? Yes. Mo glared at me. Franco glared at me. Pretty well everyone glared at me, except Vito, that is. A few minutes later, Sahara came in and she glared at me too. For a lingerie model, she glared pretty good. Listen, Doc, Franco is my most trusted lieutenant. He would never do something like this. You made a wrong guess. He pushed the gun in my back and moved me towards the stairs. Mo, I pleaded. Just listen. Yesterday I cleaned everyone's teeth, but Franco's are still pretty white. He pushed me up the next few steps. I handed him the bowl of cranberry sauce, but he didn't eat any, otherwise his teeth would be stained. So he must have known it was poison. He probably dropped the poison in when he talked to Sahara about how the sauce should be marinated. I waited for it to sink in, but Mo didn't say a word. I was screwed. I could hear the trigger being pulled back on the gun. Then the shot fired. I screamed inside my head. It was all over. Damn. Then I saw that Mo had fired the gun in another direction. Franco's hand was on his bloodied shoulder. Mo raced down the stairs and held the gun in front of Franco. Traitor! Why'd you do it? Franco didn't look so good. Pale, sweaty. The thing is, Mo, you gave Vito all the good assignments. You gotta whack presidents of companies, politicians. Who do I get? Joe Gummo, the guy that stiffed you on the case of hot sauce you ordered from the Philippines. I never get to whack anyone good. I saw a tear roll down Franco's face. Mo blinked a few times, looking shaken himself. You should have told me, Franco. There was a senator out in Jersey you could have done. Probably better than Vito. He left quite a mess. The man's internal organs were all over the place. You're right. I dishonored you, Mo. Shoot. Franco closed his eyes and lowered his head. Mo blinked several more times and put his gun away. All right. I'll give you one more chance. But if there's any problems... Franco raised his head. There won't be. I promise. I promise. Mo nodded, then had Harry fix up Mo's arm. It turned out to be just a flesh wound. Then Mo, all smiles, looked at the table. Well, no sense in letting this ruin a terrific Thanksgiving meal. Except, of course, for the cranberry sauce. Everyone laughed. Mo waved at me. Come on over, Doc. I walked to the table and glanced at Vito's body again, which seemed to be getting greener and stiffer by the moment. You know, guys, I probably should get going. Mo laughed. Go? You're the hero of the night. They all lifted their wine glasses and toasted me. Even Franco, although he used his left hand. How could I leave after that? I sat down and we all had some wine. Of course, Vito wasn't as talkative as before, but still, the other guys had lots to say. Randall warned us to be on guard since the third Vincenzo brother got out of prison today and might come over for revenge bombing. Harry showed us different poisons he'd used to silence a few coppers. Then Sahara modeled some lingerie. Finally, all of us went into the backyard and buried Vito. So, in spite of my worries, it had turned out to be a nice traditional Thanksgiving after all. That sounds traditional to me. You know. Felony at Farquhar Farms. I think we'll stop there and take a break, because we've been at this for about 2 hours. Excuse me. So, that sounds like the perfect time to take a break, doesn't it?
DJ.
Now that this one's calmed down. Come on. Hmm. Now I got something in this eye. Tell you what. Alright, so what do we want to listen to tonight, guys? What sort of music should I leave you for break? Hmm. Like chill. Well, there we go. Energetic, upbeat. Lo-fi. Pootie Tang, thanks for checking in, buddy. Energetic, upbeat, lo-fi.